Right, let's get straight into it. So this is a clean install. I've actually installed it to an internal drive, but you can just as easy install it to a USB thumb drive. Anyway, I've done nothing apart from set the country parameters, and I've updated the Firefox browser. So the first thing we want to do is open up the browser. I've only ever done this once myself before, so maybe a few errors on the way through. And first thing we can do is search for Chirp. So I've been to the site before, chirpmyradio.com, but you just search for Chirp Radio. And in the search results, you should see it come up near the top. There we are, chirpmyradio.com. So we'll go there. And we'll go straight to download. And we want Chirp next. That's the latest version. What you see there is a thing because I do actually run Pi-hole DNSs here, proxy DNSs. So you probably won't see that. Anyway, what we want in here is the Python 3 wheel package, which is that one. So we click on that, and that's gone into my downloads folder. And then what we can do now, in readiness for the next stage, we go here, Linux, all modern distros with Python 3. And that's the instructions to install. Now what we must remember with Puppy, it runs as root user. And for Windows people that'd be the same as running as admin user. So you don't need anything to do with sudo. So what we'll do, we'll actually copy that line ready there under item 1. So let's copy all of that, make sure you get all of it, which I haven't. Copy that, ready. Drop that down, go to terminal. Now this is very important. I've tried this before, and without this the install fails. Okay, and what we need to do is apt update. Okay, this will take a while, so I'll probably shorten the sequence somewhat. There we are. So now we do apt upgrade, enter. Okay, so that's done. So now we can put in that first command. Let's clear the screen. Don't have to do this, but it's nice. Keep things a little bit neat for you. So you go edit, paste. Okay. Hit that. Now this would not work. Hit Y, yes. This would not work unless I'd done the previous steps with the apt upgrade, etc. I'm having a wee drop of cider, if you can hear the ice cubes moving around in the background. Okay, that's done. What we're going to do now is clear that screen again. What we'll do now, let's put that over the way. Open a file, downloads. Okay. There's the package we've downloaded. Now, I don't know if this is strictly the right place to put it, but there's a nice folder there that says My Applications. Folder, bin for binaries. I think that's a nice place to put our downloaded file. So I'm going to drag that one across and move it to there. Okay, so that can get closed, and so can that. Right, we go back to the site. We don't need to worry about that. We're into item 2, install Chirp, okay? No need to copy that $. We start with that, okay? So again, we copy that line. And we don't just paste it and hit enter, because we have to alter that line somewhat to match our downloaded package. So we go back to this. And what we'll do, we'll get into the right directory ready to go. So we are in My Applications, and within My Applications we are in Bin. So we go, if I can type, and Bin, list, and there is our downloaded file. Take note of this. This will probably be different when you come to do your install. Basically it means the 24th of the 5th 2024 package. So what we do now is paste that line that we just copied from the site, and as you can see, that does not match that. So what we have to do is change that. So we delete that and we put 2024 and it's 05 and 24. So now that there matches that there, okay? So now we can go enter and hopefully it'll do its thing. Takes a while. Okay, that's saying it's done, but we do need to make a slight alteration here to include the executable in the path by the look of it. So according to this, we need to run that there, pipx ensure path, so we can copy, highlight and copy that little bit of text. Okay, again, paste it and hit enter, and that says it's ready to go. Okay, so let's clear the screen. I'll tell you what, let's exit that. Let's exit Firefox, let's clean things up. Let's reopen terminal, and now all we need to do, type chirp, hit enter. Fingers crossed, it's not throwing any errors, and there we are, it's working. Up here it says, would you like Chirp to install a desktop icon? Now I tried that and it didn't work last time, so I'm going to say no this time. By all means try it again if you want, but there we are, it's working. So if you want to leave it at that, you can just fire up the application from the terminal by just typing in Chirp and hitting enter. But let's see if we can get a desktop icon working for this. So for now we'll close that down. Now I'm going from memory a little bit here, so I think what we need to do is open up File Explorer there and click on that eye, and clicking on the eye reveals all the hidden items and other ones that are prefixed by a full stop. Okay, and the one we want is .local. Click on that to open .local, and I think it might be in bin, and there it is. We've got some links there to Chirp. I think it's the first one, so I'm just going to drag that onto the desktop, okay? And in theory, if I click on that, it should launch the application again, and it does. Now let's see if we can get something a little bit more attractive than that for an icon. So you would right click that, and it says Symlink Chirp set icon. Okay, so just put that to one side. All you've got to do, if you want to put your own icon in, you can just drag it on to that box and it'll do the rest for you. Now there is a proper Chirp icon that's gone in as part of the install. I don't know where it is, so I'm going to use the file finding utility and see if we can find it on this type of puppy. It's called pfind. Now I'll include all files in the search, and we'll just look for chirp.ico and hit enter. Okay. Right, it's found a couple. I'm not too sure about that, but let's try that bottom one. So let's go to show location. If it doesn't work, try that again. If it doesn't work, we'll try the other one. Okay, we've got chirp.ico there. And all we need to do is drag that into there. Okay. Close that. And as you can see, we've got a nice proper Chirp icon that we can just click on. Single click on this, not like Windows, and it brings us into Chirp. So that's it, basically. So that works. That will work now. I will go over and get a radio and just show it actually working. But basically that is the install. Now what I will do off camera is reboot the machine to make sure that all this is now persistent, i.e. we don't lose the lot when we reboot. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully it is of some use. Let's exit out of that. And yeah, nice little operating system. Very portable, free, and could come in useful in many varied situations. So yeah, that's connected up. Switch it on. And indeed I can confirm that the installation was persistent. With Puppy Linux, what you do the initial USB, and then you can choose to install it, or you can keep it on the USB. But if you want to keep your settings, you need to create a pup save file, and that means whatever you set will be persistent between reboots. Right, let's give this a go. So we have radio, download from radio, port. It's picked up the USB controller there straight away. The box is a little bit funny, doesn't matter. Choose the manufacturer Baofeng, and we are on the BF888. Hit OK, and it's pulling that in from the radio. No problem at all. And then we can say, well, we've got the settings as well that we can upload to the radio, so let's send those settings straight back. It's remembered all those parameters and it's uploaded, and I can confirm on the other one I've done an identical install and it does take the changes. So there we go, folks. If you're looking to move away from Windows, or you want a nice little portable setup or something like that, or you're trying to get some use out of an old piece of computer hardware, maybe this is something you'd like to try. So there we go. I'm going to shut this down and call it a night. Cheers, everyone.